We're going to start with State District 32, then we will move on to District 63, and then Senator District 26. Pamela Althoff is already at the table, and she will be our first speaker. She gets 5 minutes to do an opening statement since her opponent did not respond to the league's invitation to come this evening. Ms. Althoff.
Thank you very much. I'd like to begin by thanking all of you in the audience for attending this evening and showing your interest in the upcoming election, particularly as it's already been mentioned tonight is Monday Night Football. The Bears are playing. And I want to thank the league for hosting and organizing tonight's event and for scheduling me this evening because it's Monday Night Football when the Bears are playing. And I do want to thank all of the candidates very seriously for their decision to participate in the election process. Today, more than ever, it's just not an easy task, nor is it one to be taken lightly. So as stated, my name is Pamela Althoff. I served the 32nd District since 2003, which encompassed only and most of McHenry County. With redistricting in 2012, I lost the villages of Algonquin, Lake in the Hills, Lakewood, and Huntley, and gained villages of Fox Lake, Lakeville, and parts of Antioch, which are all in Lake County. I am now the only Senate candidate that resides in McHenry County. I serve on the Revenue, Appropriations, License Activities and Pensions, Labor and Transportation Committees. I am in the minority party in the Senate, so I am the minority spokesperson for Revenue and License Activities and Pensions. I also serve as one of the 3 Senate Republicans as budgeteer, and I'm an active member of all the budget work groups, whether by gubernatorial or General Assembly appointment. The work these work groups did was the framework for the bridge budget we passed in June, and is the seed being sown currently for the 1115 waiver for behavioral health of the federal government, which will give the state of Illinois a lot more flexibility to pinpoint services and programs for behavioral health individuals. My issues: redistricting. I believe the voters should select their representatives, not the other way around. Perhaps many of you read Governor Rauner's letter in today's Northwest Herald. He is calling on all of us to take action during veto session in November, and I wholeheartedly support this endeavor, and this is why. The dark green is my district. Notice that funny little finger that sticks out? That is not concise representation. As an independent redistricting committee, definitely the way to go, and I even sponsored legislation which actually created such a commission. Property taxes. Both Lake and McHenry counties have the highest property taxes in the country. I believe we can tackle this issue with a 3-pronged approach. 1, education funding reform. The highest cost portion of your property taxes is education. The state needs to fully fund education, eliminating the pressure to depend on local dollars. Did you know this year, 2016, is the first time in 8 years that the state of Illinois fully funded education? Prior to that, we were prorating it at 89%. And the money that is funneled to the city of Chicago, if we actually offset their pension costs by $75 million. Education dollars should be spent equitably and should follow the child. The governor did form a task force, and they've been meeting all summer. Senator McHenry, who you'll hear from later, serves on the task force. Perhaps one of your questions can be to ask him on the progress of that task force. Number 2 prong, economic development. We need to do everything within our power to retain the businesses that are located here in McHenry County and attract other businesses to McHenry County. When businesses leave McHenry County, they protest the property taxes because they have empty buildings. They inevitably win, and guess who picks up a portion of the property tax that they no longer pay? Every homeowner in McHenry County. 3, consolidation. Reduction in the number of units of government should always need to be explored for efficiencies and cost savings. Term limits, absolutely. Minimally, we should have term limits on leadership, but I'm supportive of limits on all state elected officials, even constitutional officers. I've even announced my own retirement plans. Upon the completion of this 2-year term in 2018, I will no longer run. What I'd really love to see, though, is a prohibition on serving in a leadership position in your political party while serving in a leadership position in your elected chamber. And I just got to be, what I would ask is, if you want to know more about my issues, www.pamalthoff.com is my website. Please visit it. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Ms. Althoff.